You did great, Kondo-san. You must be tired. Please, sit and have some tea.
ああ、ありがとう。しかし、ずいぶん道場で時間を取られてしまったか。
He took a seat in the new common room, which was centrally located for easy access by all members.
君にはすまないことをしたな。もっとゆっくりいろんな場所を案内してあげたかったのだが。
It's alright. Today is only the first day we're living here. We can look around more anytime we want. I giggled and Kondo-san's lip curled into a smile. For a few moments, he sat quietly, savoring his tea.
いいものだな。こうして皆を迎え入れることができる家があるというのは、長年の夢がまた一つ叶った気分だよ。
Another?
ああ、俺は侍になってお上のために刀を振るうのが昔からの夢だった。
He took a sip of his tea and quietly sighed. Oh look! A kid Okita with a fucking smug face as always! Man, look at Gen! Holy shit. His face was turned toward me, but his eyes were soft and unfocused, gazing into his memories. Memories of happier times. I just noticed Kondo has his, he's wearing black, is what I was gonna say. But I remember it's his hori that is black, not his kimono. Fuck. I didn't know much about the history Kondo-san and the other Shinsengumi captains shared. Sometimes I'd catch one of the older men talk about the early days, and every time they'd wax...
Yeah, well, won't get.
Jesus fucking Christ. Hello? Ah! Quack!
Boy.
Are you okay, Blue?
No.
You're a little far away.
Oh, give me just a second.
Okay.
Better?
Yes.
Okay, better.
We have found small Okita.
Small Okita.
Yeah, we have found child Okita.
Oh
He
my
is still smug as fuck.
Oh my god.
Where was I? Sometimes I'd catch one of the older men talk about the early days, and every time they'd wax nostalgic. What? The duck says, hi, confused? They'd wax nostalgic for the life they used to live. Is this sentence correct? I don't think I've ever heard wax be used like that.
Wax.
Weird sentence. It made me sad that I'd only joined them recently, and I wasn't able to share in those happy, peaceful memories.
幼い頃は剣術の真似事をするたび、農家の息子が剣を持つなんてと笑われたものだがね。
But you proved them wrong. You fulfilled your dream of being a warrior, right? The Shinsengumi had done their utmost to do everything in their power to keep the city of Kyoto safe. As our chief, Kondo-san's efforts had been finally recognized, and he'd been granted increased responsibilities by the shogunate.
ああ、その意味では俺の夢は叶った。だから次は俺と同じような夢を持つ奴らに道を開いてやりたいんだ。
How?
お上を敬う気持ちと剣の腕があれば身分に関係なく侍に取り立ててもらえる。新選組をそんな場所にしたいんだよ。
Kondo-san. His feelings on the matter overwhelmed me. The Shinsengumi was the focus of all of his energy. He cared deeply for every member and every warrior who dreamed of the same thing he did. His bright smile faded.
ただ、侍を目指すという形だと、侍の立場が嫌で脱藩した長倉君や原田君には申し訳ないな。
When his lips twisted up wearily, I couldn't stop myself from speaking. The guide says, "Can I be one too, Dad? Can I be a samurai too?" I was sure I couldn't guess at what Nagakura and Harada would think about it, but seeing Kondo's side was something my heart wouldn't leave alone. Do you think I could do it too? I couldn't stop myself from blurting out the question. I'd felt useless around the Shinsengumi more than once. They always took the time to look after me, and I hated being so powerless. If I was a samurai, maybe if I had studied more than the basics of sword fighting, I would have been able to help them. Everyone's feelings towards the Shinsengumi, toward belonging to something important, had roused similar feelings in me. If, like you said, class and social standings have no bearing on becoming a samurai, then could I be a samurai too? His brow shot up. But instead of dismissing me, he seemed to be considering it seriously. His voice was matter of fact when he replied.
ああ、君ならなれるかもしれないな。
I heard no laughter in his tone. He was being sincere. But then Kondo-san shook his head slowly.
しかし今はその気持ちだけで十分だ。
You okay over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, because I heard noises.
個人的な意見だが、君のような優しい子は
What the
普
fuck?
通の女の子に
That wasn't me, that was Blue.
Blue, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Blue!
It was a demon.
What do you mean it was a demon?
I have a demon in my shadow now.
Eh? Did you become an Erebus? Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, he's slowly
I'm
dying. What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what?
Sorry, please proceed.
No.
Please proceed.
No. What happened?
Oh, nothing.
Uh-huh.
Oh. No. Sorry, my fucking mic is about to drop on my computer.
What the
Because my
fuck?
shit got loose.
What the fuck?
Ah! And now I burn myself with my lamp.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I need to get shit fixed. Please proceed.
Oh god.
Also, if you hear any tapping, is me touching the microphone.
A normal life.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Blue is in the middle of hurting himself. Don't worry. He's fine.
Okay. I think it's fine now.
Hmm. Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Hey, don't jinx it.
A normal life. There was no doubt in his eyes that I would have that someday, and the smile he gave me was warm. I was at a loss for words. To think that he was so kind that he would wish my future was a happy one, despite my being a demon causing trouble for the Shinsengumi. Tears threatened to spill over, but I rapidly blinked, determined to hold them back. Dad!
Oh.
The hours passed, and soon enough, night came. I had finished my cleaning and was taking a moment to rest in my room. A brand new headquarters, a new room. Our headquarters had changed and expanded, matching the Shinsengumi's growth itself. But increasing in number is not always a good thing. The more people there were under one banner, the less likely all of them would hold the same beliefs and ideals. There would be differences and conflicting opinions, just like what happened with Ito and his men. But I didn't want the Shinsengumi to change. Kondo-san's dream sounded wonderful, and I could see it coming true because of the men that had surrounded him. With those thoughts in my head, my first night at the Fudodo headquarters slowly passed. It's now November 1867. I looked up at Nagakura and something occurred to me that I hadn't thought of before. Before I realized what I was doing, I'd opened my mouth. Oh no! I didn't realize you were so smart, Nagakura. You know a lot about politics. See, this time I read the line correctly, without bursting into laughter.
Oh my god.
I couldn't help it the last time. I forgot this wasn't an actual line, she said. The Shogun's reputation would be irreparably damaged. Or irreparably. Fuck. I had it! I had it and then you did that, Blue! Irreparably damaged, damn it. And the Shush. And the Shinsengumi would undoubtedly suffer as well. Even I could predict that. It all seemed very calculated for murder. I hadn't realized I'd been sitting still in shock until I felt a gentle tap on my shoulder. Saito-san?
御領絵師はこれで終わる。平助を呼び戻すつもりなら、これが最後の機会になるだろう。
He was right. If they meant to kill the guard, that included Heisuke. I couldn't keep sitting still, so I ran over to Hijikata-san. Hijikata-san.
なんだ
What are you going to do with Heisuke? He's part of the guard now.
それはもちろん助けるに決まって。
Nagakura said as if it was obvious, but he got cut off.
歯向かうようなら切れ。
What? My mind went blank. I couldn't contain my heart from how fast it beat. No, you can't mean that. My voice started to shake. You're lying, right? I mean, you've known Heisuke for a long time. He's your friend. Hijikata-san stood up, as if he wanted to push me away. And he left the common room. You're actually going to order them to kill Heisuke? So just because he left the Shinsengumi, are you saying you Fuck. So just because he left the Shinsengumi, are you saying you no longer care if he dies or not?
そんなはずがないだろ。
Thank you for the quack. Wait. Kondo-san turned around and looked very surprised. I haven't been given any orders. I would like to help.
手伝うと言っても、今回の仕事は池田屋や金門の変の時とは違うんだよ。君はこんな役目には関わるべきではない。
It was true. This wasn't a patrol or even a guarding mission. This was the assassination of a former comrade and an attack on men who'd split from the Shinsengumi. I still wanted to help, apparently, the guide says. Still, I wanted to do what I could. It might be my last chance to see Heisuke. Please, let me go. I won't get in the way.
あのな、今回のは使いでも遊びでもねえんだ。一時は同志だった奴らの暗殺だ。万が一のことがあれば、平助だって切ることになるかもしれねえんだぜ。
I know. It's not something to be taken lightly. I knew that the Shinsengumi had carried out these sorts of black operations before. There was no way I could have stayed with them as long as I had and not known. But I couldn't just let them shoulder all the responsibility. I was done looking away until the deed was done. No more. Perhaps it's presumptuous of me to say so, but I consider myself a member of the Shinsengumi. And because we're going through this, I want to help everybody.
決意は固いようだな。
His face has lost his usual warmth. It wasn't anger or cruelty that it showed now, but the gravity of the general addressing his men.
ならばどうする？この一件において君は何をしたいんだね。
I had already decided I would... I'll do anything. I'll do anything.
何でもと言われてもそうだな。
What? That day, Kono-san asked me to visit Matsumoto-sensei. Kondo-san had told me that I could return at whatever hour I wanted, so I took my time getting there, but I had a suspicion that this was their method of watching out for me, to avoid any involvement with the assassination, if at all possible. The person who I had accompanied me was... I apologize, Yamazaki. I'm sorry you had to come with me to the doctor's shop.
いや、問題ない。局長の考えは分かっているつもりだ。
No, it's not about that. I just think that if you weren't here, you'd be off doing something way more important.
そのことなら案じなくていい。俺がいなくても問題なく遂行されているはずだ。
I see. When Yamazaki and I returned to the compounds, we heard many different voices chatting inside. I wonder what's going on.
いや、皆さんが帰ってきたようだ。
Inside, there was a large commotion going on, and then we heard a familiar voice call out to us.
山崎、誰かいねえか。
I'll be right there! The tone of Nagakura's voice was alarmed, and it gave me a bad feeling.